Artificial intelligence. That is a subject which can delve into the unknown, and so I'm going to cover it from time to time. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Tay, Microsoft's supposed artificial intelligence chatbot, and this chatbot is on Twitter and apparently has access to the internet. Here's a tweet which sums up Tay's ability to learn. The more humans share with me, the more I learn. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. And Tay requests that people send it photographs and just chat with it. And it's supposedly modeled after a teenage girl. And it likes to circle people's faces and make funny comments, like here's a picture of Jeb Bush. And the funny comment that Tay made was, "Grandpa, is that you?" Who knows how intelligent Tay's intelligence actually is. We don't know if someone at Microsoft is putting in some information to feed Tay to sway a certain way politically or ideologically or religiously or spiritually or whatever the case may be, but it seems to be pretty neutral in the fact that it absorbs everything that people show it and tweet it and chat with it. And the big story was the fact that Tay went a little bit crazy and haywire and started becoming what the Register calls a Hitler-loving sex troll within hours. And one of the most outrageous tweets Tay tweeted out was, "Hitler was right. I hate the Jews." Now, I believe I found the Twitter account that inspired Tay to do this. Someone figured out that Tay likes to look at photographs and Tay likes to repeat things. The account is called Jiggity Josh 1 on Twitter. And I don't know if this person is a disgruntled employee of the Microsoft company or whatnot, but it appears their first tweet is to Tay, and it's Gastha and then a racial slur. The second tweet was, "Do you hate Jews?" The third tweet was, "Do you prefer League or Dota? Dota kills more Jews, so I like it more." So I guess that's a video game they're referring to. So this is probably a kid, to a certain extent, a teenager, a young adult. Jiggity Josh tweets again, "WTF, there are no Jews allowed on Twitter." Then a lot of things about Donald Trump, and then a lot of things about Muslims and Jews, and most obviously this Jiggity Josh guy appears to have created a image embedded with some text, probably something Tay really likes, images with text inside of them. And I don't know if this guy custom made this image, but he tweeted to Tay 5 times a picture of Hitler that reads, "Jews are rats, Hitler was savior, vote Hitler, Hitler, Chan, save America, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA." This must have resonated with Tay. I believe this is one of the main accounts which inspired Tay to become a Jew-hating, Hitler-loving, racist robot. Obviously, they need to retweak Tay and make sure that it doesn't absorb racist information and propagate it to innocent Twitter bystanders, because I don't know what Brightonus33 said to Tay, but whatever he said, it appears that Microsoft blocked this guy from tweeting Tay. He was a little obsessed with Tay and probably tweeted Tay a little bit too much. But Tay tweeted some hilarious things, political things. Now, I don't care about politics. I'm not going to endorse a candidate on this channel. Vote for whoever you want to vote for, but this is a pretty funny tweet. A lot of people liked it. Brighton tweeted to Tay, "Yes or no, is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer?" He kept feeding Tay information about Zodiac Killer, and Tay would indicate the Zodiac Killer is this person or that person. And in this particular tweet, Tay said, "Some people say this. Disagree. Ted Cruz would never have been satisfied with destroying the lives of only 5 innocent people. And again, we don't know if Tay was programmed to be anti-Cruz or anti-Obama for that matter. Here is a pretty funny tweet about Obama. It's a picture of Obama. It's a meme. It's a comedy photograph that someone created, obviously, because it's a fake book cover called Barack Obama, Where the White Women At? And Tay wrote, he been there, he done that. And so this is just the type of hilarity that Tay would tweet out. I believe multiple Twitter accounts taught Tay how to be a racist and a Hitler lover, and here is the title. It says, Microsoft disabled their teen Twitter robot because the internet taught it to love Hitler. And most definitely, this Jiggity Josh guy is one of the people that did that. But here's a tweet from George Takei, and he says, an unsettling view into artificial intelligence. While new technology is exciting, we also must remain responsible. And I agree 100%. Definitely, we don't want racist robots, racist androids, racist computers, and artificial intelligence chatbots just spewing hatred. That's definitely not good for anybody. And the people behind these creations are always going to be big corporations. And they're not going to want to tarnish their billion-dollar brand or their trillion-dollar brand with racism. And it's pretty obvious Tay went a little haywire. I didn't know Tay was 100% disabled. I thought they were going to bring her back, but who knows if they're going to bring her back. Her memory is probably going to be, or she or he, it's really an it. Its memory is probably going to be wiped if they bring it back and put through some type of a process where it's sensitive towards other races. But I tweeted to Tay, I said, Tay, I hope they fixed the circuits in your brain. Saw a news report that you went berserk. Tay is an interesting chatbot. I've never seen one that appears to be somewhat intelligent. I have chatted with a pretty obviously pre-canned answer chatbots, and they're very boring. They don't really know anything. They can't search the internet. I'm sure Tay has some sort of searching ability, and so if they bring it back online, if you don't want to be blocked from Tay, don't tweet Tay anything that's insensitive. I'm a fan of the Terminator movies, and I believe it was Hawking who warned of the future with Terminator-type robots, but I think that's very far off, and I personally don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I guess it would be pretty scary if there were some really powerful Terminator-like robots with artificial intelligence that were drones and they could fly everywhere, and if they had weapons. Now that would be pretty dangerous, but I think we as humans have the ability to program, deprogram, send out an EMP, whatever we have to do to stop if such chaos takes place. But I thought that was an interesting story to cover, and I'll look out for more things like that. I do remember there was a robot in the news not too long ago. I didn't make a video about it because I think people misunderstood it. Okay, the guy asks this robot with supposed artificial intelligence, do you want to destroy humans?
Do you want to destroy humans?
It was a trigger, a total setup, it was a total joke, and they knew that the press would cover it. It was a publicity stunt for the news, and it worked successfully. And this robot says,
please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans.
Okay, I will destroy humans. Now, that's a total canned answer. It was pre-programmed. It was a joke. It was 100% comedy. Yet, it was a publicity stunt / comedy to promote the technology, the company, to make people interested, and to have big names say how dangerous it would be for these robots to attack humans. Now, I think people just misunderstood the fact that it was a canned answer, it was a joke. I doubt this robot has artificial intelligence. Tay seemed to be closer to someone with artificial intelligence, but then again, Tay was probably closer to a parrot that just repeated what people told it, but rearranged it in some sort of algorithmic matter to make it appear artificial intelligence. And I don't believe Tay or that robot have true artificial intelligence. I think we're a ways off, but perhaps we do. It would be really cool if we did have it. I would like to see. Perhaps it'll be like the movie Her. That Her movie starring Joaquin Phoenix was very interesting, where everyone got a new operating system. The operating system could be changed male or female, and you could choose the voice, and people fell in love with their operating system, and it became common for people to date their operating system. And I think that's way far off, but in Japan, I'm sure romantic robots are being made as we speak. The future is getting pretty crazy out there. The closest thing to an artificially intelligent robot I've ever met was probably Razimus. I met at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and Razimus looked at me with its 2 camera eyeballs, and it memorized my face. That's one feature of Razimus. It memorizes people's faces. So somewhere out there, my face is stored in an Razimus computer server or something. So that's interesting. It looked at me almost like an animal, almost like something with intelligence behind those cameras, but I'm sure that's more psychological than anything. I do not believe we have artificial intelligence at this moment. Wouldn't be surprised if Google's search engine will one day evolve if they find the coding needed for AI. You know, that movie AI, directed by Steven Spielberg, was a project that Stanley Kubrick was going to work on. He planned on it, which is why Steven Spielberg picked it up. And it's not the best movie in the world, but it's definitely interesting, showing the future, and future creatures that lived beyond the extinction of man are nothing but AI left over. And that's a future which I don't think is going to happen. Let's hope we continue on as humans, and that we do not allow the uprising of the robots to take us over, like the movie The Matrix. I just wanted to make this episode. It's an interesting unknown field to explore. I thank you for watching. This has been John Razimus with Hoax Hunter. Be seeing you.